Have you ever felt like you were driving with the brakes on, endlessly working toward a goal only to see glacial, agonizingly slow progress? You set powerful intentions, you visualize massive success, yet the reality you desperately desire remains perpetually just out of reach. This frustrating gap between conscious desire and manifest reality is not a failure of effort, it is a failure of internal coherence. It signifies a profound, yet common, energetic misalignment within your own operating system. We often believe change is driven purely by conscious willpower, but the universe responds not to singular thoughts, but to synchronized energy fields. When your intention is fragmented, when your mind says yes but your emotions scream no, and your body defaults to safe retreat, the signals you emit are garbled. This internal chaos creates friction, dissipating the energy you need for exponential shifts. The result is the frustrating, non-linear progression that characterizes a life lived in resistance. The secret to accelerating reality change, to moving from linear progress to an exponential leap, lies in mastering the synchronization of your three primary centers of intelligence. This is not about trying harder, it is about achieving internal harmony, allowing the vast power of your subconscious and embodied wisdom to work with your conscious goals. When these three minds move as one, the energy you generate becomes a focused, irresistible beam capable of instantly collapsing potential into tangible form. This guide will deconstruct the mechanics of your three minds and provide the practical blueprint for aligning them, ensuring your entire being broadcasts a unified signal of abundance and certainty to the universe. Tell us your city in the comments below, letting us know where in the world you are beginning this powerful journey toward coherence, and commit to watching this script until the end, because the techniques we reveal are truly life-altering. The first step toward accelerated manifestation is understanding the distinct roles and energetic signatures of your three core minds. We begin with the conscious mind, which serves as the captain or the ruler. Its domain is logic, analysis, willpower, and short-term memory. This mind sets the intention, it articulates the desired reality, and focuses the beam of awareness. However, it is fundamentally limited by its reliance on linear processing and is easily distracted, often providing less than 5% of your total processing power, yet it arrogantly believes it is in charge of everything. Next, we encounter the subconscious mind, which functions as the programmer, or the vast database of your life. This is the repository of all memories, habits, beliefs, and automatic responses formed since birth, or perhaps even prior. It is responsible for 95% of your actions and perceptions, operating purely on efficiency and survival mechanisms. It doesn't judge the quality of the beliefs it holds. If it has a program that equates success with stress, it will actively sabotage your conscious efforts to achieve easeful success, because its primary directive is to run established, familiar programs. The third, often neglected center is the embodied, or emotional mind, housed primarily within the nervous system and the heart center. This is the deepest, most foundational layer, acting as the receiver and the energetic translator. It processes reality not through words, but through feeling, vibration, and somatic sensation. This mind holds the energetic memory of past traumas and unfulfilled desires, and it is the true broadcaster of your current emotional state, which determines the frequency you are currently resonating at within the universe. These three minds speak different languages. The conscious speaks in thoughts, the subconscious speaks in programs, and the embodied speaks in feelings and physical sensations. For manifestation to occur, the thought, conscious, must align perfectly with the program, subconscious, and, crucially, with the feeling, embodied. If the conscious mind asserts, "I am abundant," but the embodied mind feels anxiety or scarcity, the latter's broadcast frequency will always override the former's feeble suggestion. The conscious mind is excellent at initiating a goal, like starting a new healthy habit, but it is the subconscious that determines persistence. And it is the emotional mind that determines whether that habit feels joyful or painful. When these three layers are sending contradictory signals, your entire energetic field is neutralized, creating a constant drag against the flow of universal energy that is trying to match your dominant vibration. The subconscious and embodied minds are far more powerful than the conscious mind, which is why visualization alone often fails. You must gain access to and rewrite the programs and energetic holdings in these deeper layers if you wish your intentions to materialize rapidly. Understanding this energetic hierarchy is the first step toward reclaiming your creative power and dismantling the resistance you have unknowingly built into your system. Recognizing the distinct power of these three layers fundamentally changes how you approach personal development and spiritual practice. It moves you past the frustration of surface-level affirmations and into the deep, foundational work of true identity alignment. Now that you understand the powerful interplay of these energetic centers, you are ready to learn how their conflict sabotages your timeline. If you value this deep dive into energetic mechanics, please take a moment to subscribe now and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming guides on advanced manifestation techniques. The work of alignment is truly the work of becoming whole. You are integrating the analytical, the programmed, and the emotional aspects of your being into a single cohesive unit. When you treat these three minds as distinct entities, needing synchronization rather than a single messy thought pool, the task of reality shifting becomes systematic, elegant, and far more effective. Misalignment is the energetic equivalent of attempting to accelerate into the future while simultaneously holding on to the past. When your three minds are incoherent, they are generating internal conflict, and conflict is the ultimate dissipator of focused energy. Imagine standing at a cosmic ordering station. Your conscious mind sends a clear, excited order for a new, expansive reality, but simultaneously, your embodied mind sends a vibration of deep fear and unworthiness, and your subconscious mind loops a program that says, "You don't deserve this change." The universe, responding purely to vibrational harmony, receives a fragmented, contradictory request. It cannot fulfill what appears to be a chaotic signal. Because the deeper layers, subconscious and embodied, are energetically stronger, their signals of resistance and familiarity with the current reality always win out, effectively cancelling the conscious intention. This leads to the phenomenon of delayed results, where your goal feels perpetually 6 months away, no matter how hard you push. This internal conflict manifests externally as resistance and struggle. You find yourself engaging in self-sabotage, taking 2 steps forward with conscious intention, only to pull yourself 3 steps back through emotional outbursts, procrastination, or poor decision-making fueled by subconscious self-doubt. These actions are not moral failings. They are clear indicators that a part of your system believes the new reality is unsafe, unworthy, or too much work, thereby defaulting to the comfort of familiar struggle. The drag factor of misalignment is primarily felt as energetic heaviness and cognitive dissonance. You literally use up massive amounts of internal energy wrestling with yourself. This wasted energy is the very momentum needed to propel your current timeline into a higher frequency timeline of abundance. Misalignment keeps you trapped in low vibrational feedback loops, as the stress of the internal war lowers your overall frequency, attracting more situations that reinforce the conflict. Furthermore, misalignment distorts your perception, preventing you from recognizing and seizing the divine opportunities the universe presents. If your conscious mind seeks abundance, but your embodied mind feels anxiety, you might interpret a high-risk, high-reward opportunity not as a blessing, but as a threat, causing you to retreat. The signals and signs meant to guide you are overlooked because your internal communication system is too loud with static. This slow decay of momentum is a profound spiritual lesson. The struggle is not external. The struggle is the lack of internal unification. The universe is infinitely capable of delivering your desires instantaneously, but it requires that the vibrational broadcast emanating from your core identity, the intersection of thought, feeling, and deep programming, be consistently unified. The delay is merely the time it takes for you to iron out the creases in your own energy field. When the conscious, subconscious, and embodied minds are at war, your energy is scattered, your focus is diffuse, and your manifesting power is neutralized. True reality shifts are predicated on energetic coherence, and any deviation from that coherence results in a linear, painful timeline of resistance rather than the exponential flow of effortless creation. When you achieve coherence between your conscious intentions, your subconscious beliefs, and your embodied emotional state, the resulting energetic output is not additive, it is geometric. Alignment acts as a powerful multiplier, creating a focused, high-amplitude broadcast that the universe receives and reflects back instantly. This is the state where intention moves seamlessly into manifestation, creating the miraculous leaps in reality that others struggle for years to achieve. This unified signal dramatically amplifies focus and decision-making. When your conscious mind proposes a powerful new direction, the subconscious immediately supports it with resourceful programs, and the embodied mind generates a feeling of excitement and certainty, not fear. Every action taken from this state is infused with maximum energy and minimal internal resistance, leading to highly effective flow-state productivity that feels effortless and joyful. The multiplier effect is most noticeable in the speed of manifestation. Resistance is friction, alignment is lubrication. When friction is removed, the speed of your reality shifts, accelerates exponentially. Abundance, health, and ideal. Relationships cease to be goals you chase, and instead become the natural, instantaneous reflections of your unified vibrational state. You stop attracting problems that mirror your internal conflict and start attracting synchronous opportunities that mirror your internal harmony. Coherence also profoundly deepens your connection to universal intelligence. When the noise of internal conflict quiets, you can clearly receive guidance, intuition, and the subtle signs that the universe is constantly sending. This heightened sensory awareness means you're always in the right place at the right time, making intuitive leaps that bypass logical steps. The path of least resistance becomes abundantly clear. The secret to accessing this multiplied power is realizing that the emotional certainty generated by the embodied mind is the greatest amplifier. A small thought held with absolute, resonant certainty, all three minds agreeing, is infinitely more powerful than a massive anxiety-ridden goal pushed by willpower alone. This coherence transforms mere wishing into the undeniable energetic state of already having. What is one area of your life right now where you feel a deep tension between what you want and what you feel? Share your answer in the comments. This powerful unity creates a self-reinforcing feedback loop. Successful manifestation reinforces the belief in the subconscious, which deepens the emotional certainty in the embodied mind, which in turn inspires even bolder, clearer conscious intention. You enter a spiral of ascending creation where your ability to shift reality grows with every successful outcome, turning intention into instantaneous reality. Achieving alignment means that every cell in your body, every deep program in your memory bank, and every conscious thought is broadcasting the identical high-frequency signal of success and well-being. This complete internal agreement generates a powerful magnetic field that pulls the necessary resources, people, and circumstances into your immediate orbit, making the seemingly impossible inevitable. The spiritual significance of this state cannot be overstated. Alignment is your natural state of connection to the source. Misalignment is the illusion of separation. When you are fully aligned, you are operating as the powerful co-creative force you were designed to be, effortlessly channeling the vast energies of the universe through your being and into your reality. Internal incoherence rarely announces itself with a loud, flashing sign. It usually manifests as insidious, habitual patterns that erode your forward momentum. The most immediate sign is the chronic, nagging issue of procrastination, which is almost never about laziness. Procrastination is the subconscious mind pressing the pause button because it perceives a conflict between the conscious goal, e.g., finishing the project, and a deep-seated program, e.g., fear of visibility, fear of failure, or a belief that success leads to overwhelming responsibility. Another powerful indicator is emotional sabotage. especially the cyclical return to low-frequency states like anxiety, anger, or self-pity, immediately following a period of high-vibration productivity or success. This is the embodied mind, reverting to its familiar low-frequency comfort zone. If your conscious intention is to remain calm and focused, but your nervous system is on high alert, the B anxiety signal is the dominant broadcast, pulling you back towards situations that justify the anxious feeling. Look closely at repeated cycles and predictable patterns in your relationships, finances, or career trajectory. If you keep finding yourself in the same situation, the same type of problematic relationship, the same financial ceiling, or the same cycle of burnout, this is a definitive sign of misalignment. Your conscious mind wants the change, but the subconscious is locked into a deep program that requires the pattern to be repeated for its sense of safety and familiarity. Somatic symptoms are perhaps the most honest signals of internal incoherence. Chronic tension in the shoulders, unexplained digestive issues, headaches, or constant fatigue are often the embodied mind screaming that it is under immense stress from the internal war. The body is the physical manifestation of your energetic reality. Listen when it whispers, otherwise it will start to shout in the form of illness or energetic collapse. Cognitive dissonance, the feeling of being torn between two choices that both seem right or wrong, is a clear indication that the conscious mind is receiving contradictory data from the lower systems. When alignment is present, intuitive decisions feel clear and resonant. When incoherence is dominant, every choice feels heavy, confusing, and overwhelming, leading to paralyzing indecision and wasted energetic momentum. If you find yourself constantly requiring external validation or searching for the next big technique, this points to a deep lack of internal trust, a profound signal of misalignment. An aligned individual trusts their own inner compass. The searching behavior arises when the three minds are so chaotic that the individual must look outside themselves for the certainty that their internal system cannot provide. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. If your conscious affirmations are immediately met with cynical or critical internal commentary, this is the subconscious actively arguing against your desired reality. This internal banter is draining, and it keeps your vibrational set point low, ensuring that the universe only mirrors the level of self-doubt you are consistently broadcasting. These signals, procrastination, emotional cycles, bodily tension, and self-doubt, are not weaknesses. They are priceless feedback mechanisms. They are guiding signs from your higher self, showing you exactly where the energetic fragmentation lies, demanding your compassionate attention so that you can heal the split and unify your creative power. Achieving synchronization requires treating each of the three minds with techniques specific to its language. For the conscious mind, the technique is focused mental clarity. You must move beyond vague wishes and define your intention with such vivid precision and sensory detail that it becomes undeniable reality. Use targeted visualization, not just seeing the result, but actively constructing the pathway and defining the why behind the desire, making the conscious goal emotionally compelling. To synchronize the embodied emotional mind, the key is emotional regulation through somatic awareness. This involves practices like heart coherence breathing, which deliberately calms the nervous system and generates a high-frequency energetic field from the heart center. Spend time checking in with the physical body, asking, where does this belief intention live in my body? And consciously breathing loving energy into areas of tension or contraction until the physical holding releases. The deepest work is belief recalibration within the subconscious mind. Since the subconscious learns through repetition and emotional intensity, traditional affirmations must be coupled with emotional breakthroughs. Techniques like timeline therapy, shadow work, or deep hypnotic suggestion help identify and neutralize the old programming, e.g., I'm not worthy. Replace the old program with a new, expansive belief that is energetically felt in the body and logically accepted by the conscious mind. A powerful synchronizing practice is whole self intention setting. Before visualizing, write out your intention, conscious. Then spend 10 minutes breathing deeply, generating a feeling of absolute gratitude and certainty, embodied. Finally, Visualize the intention succeeding while repeating a core empowering belief related to it, subconscious. This ensures all three minds are simultaneously focused on the same high vibrational outcome. Grounding practices are essential as they anchor your high vibration intentions into physical reality. Conscious movement, spending time in nature, and mindful consumption of food connect the embodied mind firmly to the present moment, reducing the subconscious tendency to drift into past fears or future anxieties. Our grounded body is a channel for manifest energy. Integration is key. You must ensure that the energetic truth you cultivate during meditation translates immediately into your daily actions. If you affirm abundance but then worry over a bill, the misalignment is instant. Use interruption patterns, immediately recognizing signs of incoherence, like procrastination or a fear-based thought, and physically resetting your state through deep breath and consciously reaffirming the high-frequency state. If these techniques resonate deeply with your desire for accelerated reality shifts, comment the keyword coherence below. The synchronization techniques are fundamentally about creating consistent internal dialogue and experience. They dismantle the resistance built up over a lifetime of fragmented existence, replacing chaos with vibrational unity. When your conscious thought generates a feeling of excitement and your automatic programs support the action required, the universal response is immediate and profoundly generous. Sustaining alignment is the process of making coherence your default state of being, not an occasional practice. The universe rewards consistency, and for reality shifts to become continuous and exponential, your energetic output must be unwavering. This requires moving beyond temporary fixes and integrating alignment into the core fabric of your daily life, transforming maintenance into mastery. The most critical maintenance tool is the establishment of conscious feedback loops. This involves daily practices, such as journaling, not just about what you want, but about how aligned you felt during the day. Note the moments of friction, the instances of procrastination, and the emotional spikes. Use these observations not as judgment, but as precision data points, showing exactly which of the three minds is temporarily out of sync, allowing for targeted correction. Regular energetic calibration is essential. This can be a dedicated 15-minute daily practice of somatic check-ins and emotional clearing. You consciously scan the embodied mind for residual tension or fear before it builds into systemic anxiety. By proactively releasing low-frequency energy every morning and evening, you ensure that your dominant broadcast frequency remains high and clear, preventing the subtle accumulation of misalignment. Another powerful sustaining technique is the application of the alignment test before any major decision or commitment. Ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Does this align with my highest conscious intention? 2. Does this feel safe, supportive, and resonant in my heart and body? 3. Does this violate any of my core, established, empowering beliefs? If any answer is no, you step back, knowing the action will introduce immediate friction. Your environment must support your high vibration state. Sustaining alignment means consciously curating the external influences that feed your 3 minds. This includes limiting exposure to media that triggers fear, conscious, associating with people who reinforce your abundance, subconscious programming, and maintaining a clean, organized physical space that generates a feeling of ease, embodied comfort. Commitment to continuous self-observation ensures that you catch subtle slips before they become entrenched patterns. Alignment is not a destination, it is dynamic movement. When you notice the first sign of internal conflict, the tightness in your gut, the cynical thought, you immediately engage a realignment technique, stopping the energy leak before it compromises your entire vibrational field. If you are committed to making alignment a sustainable lifestyle and not just a passing phase, please like this video to lock in this intention now. By consistently applying these sustaining practices, you are essentially increasing the energetic bandwidth through which the universe can deliver your reality shifts. You stop generating resistance and start living in the flow of effortless co-creation, where desired outcomes materialize faster and with greater ease because your entire being is tuned to the frequency of abundance and inevitable success. We have traversed the architecture of the three minds, conscious, subconscious, and embodied, and revealed that the secret to exponential reality shifts is not external effort, but internal synchronization. Misalignment is the silent saboteur, fragmenting your energy and ensuring a slow, painful path of resistance, while coherence serves as the ultimate multiplier, turning your intentions into magnetic forces that instantly draw desired realities to you. The profound realization is that you are not broken, nor are you lacking willpower. You have simply been operating a powerful, multi-layered machine without the instruction manual for synchronization. By learning to recognize the signals of incoherence, the procrastination, the emotional cycles, the bodily tension, and applying the targeted techniques of mental clarity, emotional regulation, and deep belief recalibration, you heal the split within yourself. Your journey now is to commit to the sustainability of alignment. Make coherence your primary mode of operation, utilizing daily feedback loops and consistent energetic calibration. When your conscious thought, your deep belief, and your emotional state are singing the same high-frequency song, you transition from being a passive recipient of circumstances to being the undisputed exponential architect of your life. Ask yourself these final reflection questions. Where am I currently resisting the truth that I am already whole? What one conflicting belief must I release today to bring my three minds into unified agreement? Commit to that release now and step fully into the power of the exponential leap. If you are ready to master your inner world and claim the rapid reality shifts that await, ensure you are subscribed to this channel and turn on notifications. Your accelerated future is waiting for your unified signal.